and it ends all at once.
Yeah, you definitely need to get a fader in there.
Yeah,
somehow.
I got to get a fader or something in there. I've been saying that I was going to do it, and I get busy and forget to do it. But
pre and post.
Pre and post. Or put up a little text that says, "Okay, it's about to end."
No. I mean, it just cranks right into it when you open it up too.
Yeah, I like that part.
Damn.
I like that part because it sets the tone, but it needs to fade out. Welcome everybody to the Sunday Builds. As you can see, we are one wheel short on our cast today, but Jason will definitely be out. Our good friend Mr. Santucci, Steve Santucci, that was a guest last week, is coming in to sit in Jason's place, but he's running a little bit behind the 8-ball right now. So we're going to keep an eye out for him and let him in when he gets here. So definitely want to say good afternoon to everybody. There's our good friend Brian, Craig Jones, Jay Robbie, and Dominic Grace. Hey, Chris from Chris's House of Plastic. What's up, my friend? Steve Coopsey. I apologize if I butcher your name, y'all. I suck at that, but I will try to get it as close as I can. So what has everybody been? Justin Ryan's in here. Oh, no.
Let anybody in this place.
So what have you guys been doing this week? Anything exciting? Tell me. I've been living high off the hog because I've been living like work and then home.
Not hog, but brisket.
Brisket, right? Oh, that's right. You went down. Arterake, what's up, Irv? You went on a little trip this week, didn't you?
I was down in Texas, down in the Fort Worth area for some leadership training.
Nice.
Learning how to be a better leader.
Did you learn anything?
Absolutely. I learned that I was the most magnanimous person they've ever met, and that I can lead like a motherfucker.
No surprise there, my friend. No surprise there.
Well, thank you.
Grace. Okay, I got it. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I actually heard you tell that story on the Discord, and in the back of my mind, I can see the group of people that were in charge going, we got to give this, we're as good leaders, we got to give this one guy a pat on the back, and we don't know how to do it. Man, that dude's magnanimous. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right. I don't know what magnanimous is, but that motherfucker sure is.
That's that participation trophy you get.
Yo, you shut your filthy mouth.
They could have just said like I do. You're just awful handsome. Why couldn't they just say that?
Right?
Because these are learned folks.
Jeez. We all know the chicks they give the men fair. I get it.
But other than that, status quo.
Status quo. Stephen Kessel, what's up, buddy? What about you, Tim? Did you have a good week? What you got going on?
Well, I had a adequate week at best. Because anytime you have to spend 9.5 hours a day at work, that's not a good day. But I had 6 of those in a row.
Oof.
But I got through it. And I've been sitting at the bench all morning, and that's it. That's it. Yeah.
I can relate. Mine are 14-hour days, and only did 5 of them. You can have that 6 day. Technically though, I did work on it yesterday and some of this morning. I don't know how many of y'all have ever done it, but if you ever get the opportunity to replace the alternator on a 2014 Cadillac STS or CTS,
say no.
Yeah, find a bridge somewhere, make sure there's lots of rocks at the bottom, and jump. It's a much better time than trying, especially when it's your girl's car and she's like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?"
That's what they make mechanic shops for.
Yeah, $1,200 they wanted to change that alternater.
And you understand why?
Now I know why. Yeah. I knew why, but I just was like,
can't be that bad.
Working on something that's new is like being catheterized with a garden hose.
Oh, it's horrible. Go for it, Painting. What's up, bud? 2 weeks of 16s up in your pain. Yeah, I don't know. I've worked Jeeps, dude. I can work on anything on a Jeep. I love working on Jeeps, even some of the new stuff. The old CJ5s and the FSJs, I love working on those, man. I mean, I had a shop that's what we did, but when you start getting into those computers and those sensors, and then, whoa, man, it's crazy. Kevin Smith, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. It's It sucks working on them 1-to-1s. That's why I gave it up and decided to run a bulldozer for a living, because I can shut that door at 6:30 in the morning. When I open it up back up at 8 o'clock, I'm good to go.
Yeah. If it stops moving, you just call the mechanic.
Right?
Right, that's somebody else's job.
Or if the air stops blowing, I'll call the mechanic right now. I called the mechanic out the other day for the air conditioner, and all it was the clog filter, and I knew all it was the clog filter. But I told him, "You need to get out of here. Get out here and get this blown out."
Yep.
No, it
job,
wasn't
not yours.
It wasn't the starter, Steve. It was the alternator. But no, it wasn't the North Star. It's that a V8. It's a small V8. It's not the supercharged caddy, but it's got a small V8 in it. I forget what motor's in it.
Probably a 3-something, I'm sure.
I think the 3.6 is the 6-cylinder.
Is it?
It's like the step up from that one, maybe a 4.3 or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because she's got all the badging on it and whatever, and it looks like a sports car. I mean, like a sure enough sports car. But I guess there's another Cadillac out there. It's got that bigger motor and the 5.3. Brian says I think it probably is a 5.3. But the bigger one out there with the supercharger and all that on it, it ain't that one.
Oh, those things screw. Oh, God, they go.
Like a nut out of hell.
Get down the street's got one.
Well, that CTS that she's got is pretty quick, but
yeah.
I'm currently driving a. It's basically a Corolla, but it's the Corolla SUV, and it's a gas saver.
Yeah.
I spend a week in gas in it what I spent in the Excursion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always used to say that Ford named all their cars out of how much money they were trying to get out of you. First, it started off a little probe. Then you got a little probe to get some of your money, and then it moves up. It went to the Excursion, went to the Explorer. They sent up an Explorer team. They sent up a full-blown Excursion to make sure they get all your money.
Hey Leon, hey Ed. Yes, Irv. In fact, I can show you this piece because I got my other ones driving. That yellow that you see is Tropical Glitz paint. Been hanging out, talking to Manny a little bit. We've been dabbling on some different stuff. The Dart that I've been working on, which is getting closer and closer. So I guess we can do that next. Irv, that yellow is Tropical Glitz yellow submarine, and then that black is there. It's not really black. It's actually a really dark gray called Cloudy Days, and really good looking stuff. But that's the Tropical Glitz. I've been having really good luck with it as well. Got a lot of candy colors that I want to try. I probably got 20, 30 of the bottles over there. I'm excited about checking them out, using the rest of them. But that also answers Kevin's question, what we're working on right now. I'm working on that 68 Dart, trying to get it finished up so I can move on to my Northeast Modified. What about you, Bad Santa? What are you working on?
I am all over the spectrum right now. Not really all over the spectrum. Yesterday I continued work on the Musaru Cup Nissan Silvia S15. My body work is getting pretty close. I put a wide body kit on this sucker.
Hang on just a second, because I want to look close at that. I'll get you.
Yeah, make me bigger. Make me bigger, guy.
Right.
Got a little more sanding to do to line up some body lines and whatnot, but it's damn close.
Yeah, it looks good considering what you had to do to make those pieces fit.
Absolutely.
That's great body work. Great body
work. I am also working on the other version, the other kit that I had for Jason's Blue Ox Street Machine build.
That's a 32 Ford?
Yeah, it's a Chop 32 Ford. That's the chassis just about ready to go. Right now I'm modifying a drive shaft to accept the Buick nailhead that I had put together for it. I got to put the headers back on it and spark plug wires and all that jazz. So,
I'm sorry, Justin. Hold it back up there again. There it is. Look at that. Love it, man. Looking good.
Yeah. Look sharp.
And this is that one that I posted pictures before of the. Where the hell did I put the body? Oh, the body fell down. It's got the chopped.
Yes.
chop body from Drag City Customs.
Yep,
Yeah.
right.
Which, by the way, he is still selling these kits until these bodies until his stock runs out. So if you don't have one, get one, because it was a gorgeous little body to put on this chassis.
Yeah, you inspired me to get one.
And then here's
Well-
the interior.
There it is. Looking good, dude.
Some Iceman Collections bomber seats.
Nice.
Shifter.
Yeah, I like the
Shifter, is that
shifter.
shifter an Iceman's too?
It sure is.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Nice. That's great.
All right,
That's,
cool.
That's where I'm at.
Well, we said he was running a little late. He's finally made it here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Mr. Steve Santucci. What's up, Steve?
Hey guys, sorry we're running a little late. I was with two cousins who actually live in Georgia, and to have all four of the brothers, my cousins, together for the first time in 28 years, I had to take advantage of the
Oh,
opportunity.
absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Life always comes
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
That's it. How are you, Steve? Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
Huge.
Welcome
Some
to
big
the party, man.
Some big shoes I got to fill today.
I
huh?
know, right? Yeah, Justin or Jason, rather, he leaves a big imprint, but I think he'll be all right. I mean,
Yeah.
he picked you for a reason, right?
Yeah, I guess he did. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, hey, at least you didn't ask Riv, because right now he's probably screaming at his television set right now.
right there. The
No, I
Jeff-
think that game's over.
Just end the season. And
Yeah, he's got
Doesn't-
some new conniption fits to go over today.
right.
it's not you and I, right?
Not directly, no.
Exactly. Oh.
Well, I would have liked to record today, but you got that Ghost Hunt thing, and I was like, yeah, Tooch is doing that the Friday build things. He goes, no, that was last week. I was like, I'm fairly certain the reason why Tooch couldn't do it is because he was asked to be another guest on this one again. He goes, well, one of these times you're gonna have to choose between our podcast and being a guest on. I'm like, Rob, stop. It'll
We
be
told him-
okay.
We told him last week because I think I touched base with you
Yeah.
like after the show, and he was making comments about it. James Durham says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen, and Mike." Scale effect. Hey, Elliot, what's going on, buddy? Dave McGibbon in the house.
And Tooch, there's been some conjecture on the logo for the new podcast, so that's got him all worked up.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, well, we haven't heard from Spivey.
Well, I know. Well, that's different, but we already greenlighted the other avenue. So
And but he gave us a shot of where he's at, and Rob's like, that's not what I want. So now he's got Celeste working on it.
all right, she's my sis. All right, so everybody knows about our new artwork that his daughter did. Daughter's great. My
Yeah.
sister said to me, she goes, "You're right. There is something odd about yours. The teeth." I go, "Yeah, I know."
The teeth on your. She did nail Frankie pretty good though.
Bernardi is spot on.
He is
Yeah.
spot on.
And
yeah.
Riv, I think he was using his college photo.
Make it look younger.
When he was a little taller.
No, he was never a little taller. He's always been.
Well, Tooch, you came in right in the middle of what we're working on, so we're going to go ahead and embiggen Tim and give him a chance to show what he's working on today.
Oh, I got.
Well, I finished one of my zombie builds. I finished
Oh
that.
my God. Hell yeah, dude.
That
Yeah,
is
that's awesome.
beautiful.
Work on
Love
that.
that green. Love that green.
Yeah, it come out really good. I'm very happy with it.
Sweet.
Beauty.
That is
Considering
a beauty.
it's been stripped twice, that's why it was a zombie build, and this time I finally got it right. So yeah, it come out
Yeah.
good.
Looks
Yeah.
really good, boss.
Gorgeous
really
color.
good.
White walls.
Nice paintwork.
The only thing I don't like about these Mobius kits, and they got to do better, is the glass. The
That is true. Their glasses,
their glass is terrible.
yeah, compared to the rest of the model, yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you under the hood.
Hood fell off.
That's all right. It's easier to see that way.
Yeah.
That looks good,
That's
man.
nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, so it come out good. Paint come out pretty good. Could-
Love the
could
wire
shine-
wheels.
Could shine a little better. Those are the kit wheels. Believe it
Really?
or not. Yeah, I
Nice.
just put a little black wash in there, and they came to life. So
Nice. So that's their chrome as well?
yeah,
You didn't
everything.
re-chrome them?
This is a box stock build. I took it out of the box. So I really shouldn't say it's a build, it's an assemble.
Oh,
not go-
Jesus. Here
Let's
we
not
go.
go there.
Yeah,
Let's not go there.
yeah. So yeah. I think the paint could have been a little better, but it'll do for now.
Looks good, brother. Looks good.
So I got that finished, and then I really wanted to aggravate myself, and I started an old NASCAR build.
Oh, the anniversary Dale Earnhardt car.
Yeah, the anniversary car. I painted it, and then I added some pearl to the clear. It's been wet sanded, so it don't shine, but I added some pearl to the clear, and now I'm starting the process of using old shitty decals that don't want to cooperate, don't want to stay down. And so what I ended up doing is putting all the decals on, putting some solver set. I put it in the dehydrator for about an hour, and now I just brush some clear over them. And then when I clear it with a 2K clear, you'll never even know that I brushed clear over them, but it'll help the decal set so the 2K don't get under it and eat them.
Right.
So
I been doing a lot of decals myself. All right.
that's where I'm at.
Well, looking good, my man. Looking good.
Thank you.
Great.
Mr. Jody, you ready to share what you're working on today?
Yeah, I'm not doing too much over here. I've got this. I completed this a while ago. The custom F100 here, and I am working on adding some hinges in to hold the hood up, but I'm actually attaching everything with magnets.
Okay.
So tough to see, but down in the little channel down here, I've added a couple magnets, and I'll add some metal to the base of the hinge itself, and then I'll attach the magnet on the other end here and glue a little piece of metal on the bottom of the hood, so it'll hold it up, but then the whole thing can be closed.
Nice.
And what kit is that? What brand?
This is one of the Mobius kits.
It was, yeah.
It's the one that's got 3D printed wheels and tires, and it's got a 3D printed Coyote engine. I did a bunch of underhood detail.
Nice.
It's got all scratch built suspension under it, aluminum tubing for the exhaust, 3D printed mufflers.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the tires and wheels?
MCV products. MCV products on the wheels and the Coyote engine.
Nice.
Matthew makes some awesome products for sure. Y'all check out
he does.
mcvproducts.net. Awesome stuff for sure.
The reason why I asked is because Joseph at Fireball makes some nice stuff for those trucks too.
Oh yeah, yep.
And
No, these
Joseph's
came
stuff
from
is top notch as well.
Well, we've had two of our guys that are showing stuff with Mobius kits. I am a huge fan of Mobius stuff. I love their stuff. I got to agree with Tim as far as the glass goes. I think the glass could be better. But for those of you that don't know, Pegasus actually owns Mobius. And they're at least they're still made here in the States. So I guess that's a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Mr. Tooch, do you have something you'd like to share with us this afternoon?
I do. If people were on last week, they know I was working on that 3D print kit of the motorcycle.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Great.
I'm not even halfway through the painting. Airbrushed base. Now I got to work on all the little small accessories that are not the base color. So the tires were first, and I made a huge mistake, a mental mistake, is I glued the spare tire on over the other tire. So I made it work. But for those who may not be aware, tar is not added to rubber tires until late 1918. So anything before that, including bicycle tires, were typically white or off-white, yellow-white.
Yeah.
I like to use Vallejo. I think it's AK or Vallejo, like warm gray or stone gray. It's got a little bit of that tan in there, and I hit it with a little yellow, mix it in, because vulcanized white rubber turns yellow in the sunlight after a while.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yellow. Like limestone turns, people don't realize limestone turns yellow. The White House actually was at one point, before they painted it, was turning yellow because of the oxidation. But now I got to work on the engine. That's going to be challenging to paint from one side. The other side is pretty easy. But for a kit for 3D by Copper State, I would buy another one and do it again. It's a lovely kit to go together. It's not so much the assembly or the making of putting it together. It's the painting that takes the most time to really make it pop. So that's what I'm working on.
It looks awesome, super delicate.
Oh, it is. Oh, even like the brake wires, the brake lines, a few lines, all those delicate lines. even the unique wire wheels, they are very, very delicate. People say, what are you going to do to airbrushes? Yeah, because if I rattle can it, it's going to be too thick.
Yeah.
It's going to destroy that thinness. So I hit it when I was at like 8 psi.
Wow, just missed
Very,
it.
very delicate back and forth with it. But
He didn't want the air to even break it.
no.
Yeah.
So
It
I
looks
have to be
amazing,
careful
dude.
with and the paint gives it a little more rigidness and gives it a little more coating protection. So, but that's where I'm at, and I'll be painting it throughout this next 2 hours. There's a
It
lot.
Looks amazing.
It's
It
not
does
even
look-
done, and it is very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It's showing us where 3D is going if it's in the right hands of people.
Yeah.
As far as kids, even with accessories, it's really, I think, going to change our hobby to where we're going to be. I mean, we talked about building an assembly. I mean, it's the same difference. It's a matter of, if you're scratch building means you're making it from scratch from materials and then adding it on. But in the end, I think 3D is going to be able to allow us to do topics that were not accessible before, especially because injection mold is so limited by the cost prohibitiveness of it.
Yeah.
I agree.
But even some injection mold companies have really found ways to really make even like wire wheels a little more closer to scale.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like Oshima.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a Toyota 2000, I think it's called. The wire wheels on that kit are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
They're stunning. It's
Yeah.
it's unbelievable that they were injected molded. They're beautiful. So yeah, that stuff's come a long ways as well.
Yeah.
We touched on it a little bit last week, and I know in the armor and aircraft world that there's some kit suppliers that are already adding 3D as a package.
Yeah.
I see that coming into the automotive side more sooner than later.
For sure.
In my opinion, and I don't know, it's not based on any fact, it's just based on my opinion. But you'll be able to buy an injection molded kit for X amount of dollars, or you can buy a plus kit.
Yep.
The same kit, but it'll have some 3D or some printed stuff and maybe even some photo etch. I see that being the future. I don't know that it'll ever go completely over to 3D printed. There was a comment made once before where you go to Walmart now, or you go online and then you'll just buy a file to put in your 3D printer from Revell, AMT, and all that. I really don't see that. I mean, I guess it's possible. Maybe it comes as an option, but I don't see that being the only way that you're going to get kits.
No, I think they, some of them are working with mom and pop operations, and they're doing the design work, and they may print it. Or if the mom and pop is superior in printing, why put the outlay cost, right? Get the unit price and then put it in. And I think you're right, Mike. You took the words right out of my brain, saying I think you're going to have different grades of kits you can buy because of that. Right. And I think it would be silly for these big manufacturers not to start embracing it, because that's how you stay afloat.
Yeah,
that's
you got to the times, right? Yeah.
So Edward is already doing that.
Yeah,
with a lot of their aircraft kits.
Right.
And is it not Minicraft? It's Mini Art. Their figures now come with resin heads, because usually the head is the one on a figure is one of the least detailed when it comes to injection mold. And now that they're adding that resin, is it 3D? I haven't looked, but 3D print has come a long way with that as well. But adding that resin head will make a figure, will take away from the lack of detail in a figure and just draw your eye in. But again, I think that's how how some of these big mainstreams are gonna. You don't have to retool. You can add new accessories to it.
Right. Or buy an accessory pack type thing. Yeah. Like you do with armor now, armor and aircraft now, especially armor, because I say especially armor with us doing the Korean Sherman here next month. There's a lot of stuff out there that are available as add-ons to the kit, right? You just buy it for that kit, the gun barrel, the tracks, and the 3D printer, photo etch stuff. So maybe that's what they do. They offer it as a upgrade package, but I really think that they'll put it in the kit and make it part of the package.
Yeah. I mean, we're already seeing like Andy's Hobby, when they do their 1/16th, 1/35th under their label, but with one of the big manufacturers, they work with their accessory companies to accommodate with making accessories with that, so they can actually have that available on their website exclusive through them. And that's how the mom and pop stores have kind of the bigger ones have really carved out a niche for them in the hobby as well.
Right.
I had been saving for a few months to buy a kit from Iceman, and it is this kit here.
I've wanted that one for so long.
And it is resin. The body, there's not a mold, there's not a line on that thing anywhere.
Is that 3D printed?
Yes. It's resin.
Okay, poor resin.
Full resin kit, but I mean, there's not a sink mark. There's not nothing. It just have to be primed and painted.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
And no warpage on it too, because sometimes if it's too thin, it warps.
No, this thing's got some heft to it.
Yeah.
When it's all done, it'll have some weight to it. But I mean, everything is perfect on it. Everything. It's a complete kit. Yeah, I'll show you the rest of it. So here's some of the detail parts in the trees. Those are 3D printed.
Right.
There's another one with all the door handles and all that stuff in it. And then there's the seats and the bumpers. They're just resin, but the detail on them is crazy. Yeah, there's the rest of it in there. There's one more bag with more stuff in it, but I mean, it's quite a few parts considering what it is. But the stuff is just absolutely perfect. Absolutely. I was shocked when I took it out of the box for how nice it was.
They're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap, but they're
well,
nice.
It's funny. I got it from Iceman, and I used an old promo code that I thought would have gone away when something else went away, and it worked. So I ended up getting it from like $50 off of what it normally is.
Nice.
So
look, high quality kits like that are worth every penny because they're going to bring you hours and hours of joy.
Yeah.
And the finish, and you can screw it up by your paint job and assembly. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm not a big car guy. I have a very narrow window for it now as an adult, but I'll tell you that Cadillac 48, oof. Have a Hudson, I'd be all over a Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Or even a Studebaker.
Yeah, I think he had a Stud. Iceman's very clever. He'll release something for a few weeks or maybe a couple months, and then he'll pull it and then bring some other stuff in, and then he'll bring it back. Right? It's just smart marketing. I wanted to point out Brian Connell's round 2 is doing 3D printed prototypes to show at model shows. Wes from Wes's Model Cars is doing the same thing. He's about to release some Super Dirt modifieds, and I saw the 3D print of the kit at a show. So I see that, they're going to start doing that. Then they're going to definitely, they're just getting that much closer to the parts like we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
I don't buy a kit like that often. I have in my head, I have the amount I want to spend on a model kit.
Mm-hmm.
But, every couple of years I'll see something like that and I'll break down and spend the money for it because it's worth the money,
Yeah.
And and that's another thing that a lot of people don't take into account. They look and see, oh my God, that's a $70 kit. But they're not taking into account that they can spend that in 3 hours at the bar. But a $70 kit will give you 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of entertainment.
Yeah.
So don't just turn yourself off from the kit because it's $70, and that's a lot of money. Think about it as the time that you're investing in building that, and divide that by the time that the cost of that kit.
Yeah, that kit ended up costing me $155.
That's not cheap, but still, it's a nice kit. You're not in a situation where you've got to sand on it and add aftermarket stuff to make it cool. You can build it right out of the box with little effort and be able to make it everything that it can be. Yeah. So
a few years ago at NNL, I bought a 73 Chevelle. Same thing, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I paid $180 for that one. But it was a couple of years ago, and like I say, every couple of years, if I see something that I really want, I'll spend the money on it. But other than that, the 500 kits I got behind me, I can usually find something I want to build.
Right.
Exactly. There's a reason why you bought it.
Right. So
want to say hey to John, excuse me, from Rhode Island. My good friend Sam from Sam's Model Mayhem's in the house. Kevin, You must have missed it. Jody's working on the Mobius Ford truck. There it is right there. Boom, boom. That is a sweet looking truck.
Yeah, it was a really good build. Turned out nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Just trying to make it a little bit better.
Some models, and I said this, I don't know if I said this last week or not, but as friends, we all text each other, message each other. This is what I'm working on. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And, your friend sends you a picture of a model and you say, oh, yeah, that looks great. It looks nice. But you don't really appreciate them until you see them in person, how nice they really are.
Absolutely.
That pickup Jody's got, until you see it, you don't realize how nice it really is.
Amen.
Same thing with that motorcycle that Steve just did. It looks absolutely fabulous now, but if you saw it in person, it's probably stunning,
Oh, yeah.
The detail.
Tim, I can answer this question, but he's asking you, how on earth did you glue the windows? I had bad luck with them.
So let me grab mine. I'll show you.
That is the downside to the Mobius kits. The glass is can be a pain in the butt.
Make me big, Mike.
I'm making you big.
And bigging him.
I'm bigging him.
Bigging him.
All right. So if you look close, you can see my back window sticks out a little bit. It's not flush. It doesn't fit good. And the windshield's the same way. If you see it, look at the top, it sticks out some. Yeah. So my mistake was when I painted it, I didn't clean out where the glass sits so it didn't sit in all the way. So what I did was I used white glue and glued the glass in. I got it in the best I could because I didn't want to shave the paint too much. And then I just brush painted the aluminum again over it so it doesn't look as bad. So that when you put the windows in, the best thing to do is clean out the paint around where the glass sits. Because when you paint it and then you clear it, it gives you a little bit of buildup and the glass won't fit in all the way. So if you clean it out really good, the glass will fit in. So clean out a little bit and then brush paint some silver around there to, where you cleaned, you don't see it. And then your glass should fit in better than mine does.
Good deal.
Yeah, we just said this in the beginning of the show that I just finished that other Mobius car and the glass fits terrible on that one too. They need to do better with their windows.
So is it that the glass fits terrible or that it's just super tight tolerance?
Well, it's a super tight tolerance.
Yeah.
And when you paint it, you get a little bit of buildup. But I have another one of these kits. As you guys know, I had a strip one. So I took the glass out of that kit to see if it would fit in the window with no paint on it, if it would fit in the frame, and it doesn't. It just doesn't fit good at all. It just, they should have went like what everybody else does and put the glass going in from the inside.
Right.
From the outside, if you've ever built any of their Ford trucks, putting that windshield in, yeah.
Yeah, it snaps in. I actually chipped paint down at the bottom. I had to touch it up.
Right,
a little bit.
exactly. It's just
that did not fit very well at all. No.
Yeah, it's not a good way to do it. So my only complaint with Mobius kits, I mean, they fit together beautiful and all that, is they need to do better with their glass. That's the only issue with the cars.
This 68 Dart that I'm working on is one of the ones I think is the best in the glass. It doesn't have that big rail that runs over to the top and connects to the front and rear. You gotta cut all that off.
Yeah.
It actually does just the opposite of the Mobius. It puts a flare on the outside of the window. So when you bring it in from the back, that little bit of a flare on the outside is what sits up against the inside of the window frame. So it lines it right up really nice.
Yeah. Well, I hope that answered your question, and I hope it helps. Just do some test fitting and some dry fitting before you paint it. And what you could do is tape off the inside of where the window glass sits so paint don't get on there at all. When I do the next one, that's what I'll do. So it'll fix up.
Well, Justin and everybody be glad to know that our good friend Riv stopped by. He's very disappointed and then left. So we've done our job for the day, fellas. We've disappointed Rod Riv, so that's a good thing.
Why is he disappointed?
He stays disappointed
because that's just Riv's state of being.
If he's not at the center of attention or the focus of the conversation, he is very disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, last week he said he was disappointed because he didn't get an invite to be on. And my comment to him is, I know how it feels because I haven't got an invite to be on his yet.
There you go. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah, bring it, bitch.
He says, I'm here, you ungrateful bastard.
Well,
But I still don't see the formal invite for Tim to go on to your show. So I don't know. I'm with Tim on that one.
Listen, I know I'm goopy looking and I smell bad, but you know.
that's all right. It's an audio podcast.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
right.
I have a face for radio, that's for sure.
And a voice for the written word.
Yeah.
The hell's the damn holes?
So I'm assuming that everybody has seen chat and on the cam. Toot you probably an exception to this one, but the new USAC release, the Camaro that Fred picked.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm the exception as well because I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, we have the unified. I always get it wrong when I say it, and this is where I wish Jason was here because he remembers these things. It's a unified scale automotive creators. Yeah, scale, something like that. Anyway,
Close
so
enough.
it's USAC, and basically every year they pick out a car to be the build for the group for the year. I.e., last year's was the 68 Dart that I'm still trying to finish up, and they've already released this year. So, but they're doing a 69 Camaro this year. Fred Henry picked out the build this year. Oh man, Tim. He says Riv says you're blacklisted, dude.
Yeah, that's all right. Listen, I've been thrown out of better places.
Right?
There you go.
Well, you're always welcome here with us little folks.
Yeah, that's all right.
So, Mike, how does one become a member, I guess, of the USAC?
It's basically just a Facebook thing. Go in.
Okay.
No, it's a YouTube thing.
Yeah, YouTube and Facebook thing. It's and really by their creators using the word creator, you could be just somebody that posts pictures up on Facebook, or in Tim's case, even up on what is that's not
OnlyFans?
Yeah, he does OnlyFans, right?
I do OnlyFans. Yeah. I get no followers. I've made no money.
What's that place that you post up those pictures and stuff on?
Instagram.
Pinterest.
And what's the other one?
Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Yes, there you go. I can never remember second A and ASAC. So it's Unified Scale Automotive
Content
creators.
Content Creators. Okay, so it's USACC. That's it.
I believe, unless they've changed it, you had to have a YouTube channel to participate. I believe.
Now they've changed it to where if you got a Facebook, or if you just if you're creating any kind of content, putting anything out there, pictures on Facebook, pictures on Instagram, pictures on Pinterest, you're qualified.
Jason, that is exactly why you can never remember the second A, because it doesn't exist.
Here's my good friend Manny. What's up, Manny? Manny has a podcast. His was the very first podcast I ever went on.
And it's still going? How the hell?
And it's still going, right? I mean, it took him a lot of good thing he's good at what he does to recover from that, right?
Well, if you start with a low bar, you can only go up.
Right.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Right. You start at the bottom.
You can quickly recover.
This morning I watched Irv from Outer Rake. I watched his latest video on that Galaxy did. Come on, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's going to be on a new podcast as well.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Our podcast, I saw somebody asked a while ago about it. We will be recording the new podcast on the 20th of this month and hoping for an early October release. We'll definitely
end of the month / beginning of October.
Right. We'll definitely be pumping it on here on our personal channels. Y'all go over to the Model Insanity TV, Facebook, and YouTube, and it'll be pumped on there as well.
And Riv actually commented there that they're working on the logo.
Yeah, I did see that.
Finalizing the logo.
Sweet.
So we can start making it official.
That's it.
Arr.
Somebody's calling turkeys.
Yeah.
Had a pile of them in my backyard this morning. First thing.
There would have been one less if I was there. I love
There
guinea
was
pig.
4 little ones and probably a dozen big ones.
Nice.
My friend,
Wildlife story. I got a wildlife story for you guys. So I live in a suburban area, but we got a lot of deer. We got a lot of fox. 3 weeks ago, I had a bear go through the yard, a 400-pound bear.
nice.
So I'm sitting last night on the couch after I got off the group, the build page. I'm sitting there, I hear this rustling. I hear this crying. I was like, what the hell is it? The windows are open. I go to the back door, I turn on the back center light, and I'm looking, and I hear this crying. I go, it's either a fox, a deer, or raccoon. And I know raccoons sound more like babies when they're in distress or pissed off. I go, deer or fox? And I'm looking, and I see this movement behind the bushes in the neighbor's yard, and all of a sudden it moves up into my back, up in my upper back where I have, some forsythia bushes, neighbor's bamboo creeping in, and the leaf piles back there. And there's this whining and this crying and there's this constant struggle. And every once in a while I see a flash of something. So I had some broken old floor tile, and I started wicking it up back up. Right? Boom, the crying stopped. There was still wrestling in the leaves, right? I threw another one up there, and 2 fox go running off. I think they might have got the baby deer.
Oh, dang. I thought you
I
were
haven't
going to
looked. I haven't looked yet.
I'm afraid.
I'm like, maybe I interrupted them. Or I interrupted them having something else going
That's what I was thinking. You interrupted them making baby foxes.
Yeah.
So next time you and your wife are having a little bit of fun and a tile comes flying in the
I'll
bedroom,
know where it came from.
you'll know where it came from.
Way to be a cock block, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a bad friend.
That is funny.
I haven't built a NASCAR kit. I built, I don't know, like 60 of them in the late 90s and 2000s. I haven't built one, I don't know, 25 years. Yeah, now I know why.
I used to build them back in the day, and then when I got back into the hobby, I thought for sure that's the route I would go, and then of course I got introduced to 3D printing and all this other stuff. So now I've got like 300 some odd NASCAR kits that just take up space.
Yeah. Well, I was a huge Earnhardt fan, and anything I bought for Earnhardt, I bought in 3s because I'm an idiot. So I have 3 of every model kit they ever released for him. So I've given a bunch away. I sold a bunch and everything, but I kept 1 of each, and I'm slowly going to pick away at them. But time will tell. After having my episode with crappy decals this morning, I'm a little turned off.
Speaking of Earnhardt, 27th of actually on the 26th, I'm heading to Mooresville, North Carolina, to a show.
Yeah.
And, Mooresville is right around the corner from Kannapolis. In fact, Junior's race team is right there in Mooresville.
Yep,
So
J.M. Motorsports.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to take Friday, get up there early Friday, and do some touring while I'm up there.
Yeah, I had season tickets to Bristol.
Uh-huh.
So every year, me and my buddy Frank, we'd go in August to the night race. We'd sell all the other tickets. We just wanted the night race. And I told you, my older brother worked for Brad Keselowski. So we'd take a week. We'd go down south. We'd visit all the race shops. We'd get all the backlot tours because my brother would call ahead and say, hey, my little brother's coming. Take care of him.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to the race. Yeah, we used to have a ball.
It's a good time for sure.
Yeah. Bristol's my favorite racetrack. Last night was actually the first good race they've had there in years.
I don't want to get political, but I was impressed with the winner of that race.
Yeah. Well, you like who you like. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in the fight anymore. My favorite driver died, and the one who took over for him retired, so.
Yeah, it can put you right out of commission, didn't it? Well, don't feel bad. Mine did too. Mine was Davey Allison. I love Davey.
Yeah.
And then when Dale Jarrett retired, and then it seemed like all the Ford guys were falling out because it's still in my bones. I can't do it. I cannot root for anybody in a Chevrolet or a GM product. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's just not in my. I mean, I always had respect for Senior for what he did, what he done, who he was, and all that, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't root for somebody in a Chevrolet. It goes against my religion, I guess.
Yeah. We used to have a bucket out in the garage because I got a huge garage behind the house. When I had my hot rod and we worked on it, now my father's out there with his hot rod. We had a 5-gallon bucket of Speedy Dry because we're always pulling engines and all that shit. You make the stuff. But a friend of mine come over, and of course we were all GM guys, and he painted the Ford logo on it, and then above it he put Ford disinfectant. So every time a Ford was in the driveway, we had to put a little disinfectant out, clean up the mess.
That's funny. Gotta have the rivalry, right? The rivalry is awesome.
That's it. It's NASCAR races are one of the few places that you can go and agree to disagree.
Right.
You know, it's you got your driver, you root for him, and
it would be even funnier if the cars weren't all the same anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now they are. Yeah.
Fortunately.
Again,
even the Toyotas are the same as the GMs and the Fords. It's literally the same car. It's just a different body shape.
Yeah.
So, like I always say, yay sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose it, like everything else, it had to change over time. And if you were used to one thing and then they changed it to something else, I suppose it would, I imagine, I don't know, it's hard to say, but
there's pains in all that.
Right. You got to change eventually. You don't want to, but eventually you have to, especially if you're in business, just like we were talking about with these companies putting in 3D printed stuff in because they got to roll with the times, right? They couldn't continue to run the cars that they were running, the cars that we liked, because they weren't available anymore.
Yeah.
So they had to do something.
Mike, to change the subject for a minute.
Yep.
We have a deaf person in the chat.
Okay.
It says, if you could mention to Mike, there was a deaf person named John in the chat. Mike or Jason, who are the host, could they please turn on the CC in the settings for the live?
I will do that right now. I don't know how to do that, but I will absolutely see what I can do.
Nice.
Let me
So,
see.
Mike, to go back to that while you're looking, the only constant in life is change.
Yeah.
That is right.
That is true.
Solo.
Like a broken clock, Justin's right twice a day.
Right.
But sometimes, not even all. It's not even a guarantee.
Well, if the battery's working, you slow down.
Yeah, exactly.
Resolution. Audio.
Oh, he's one of those that talk while he works.
Yes, I am. I'll just read out loud.
Talking while he works.
Whistle while you twerk.
Where is my black rubber? Where is my rubber paint? I said rubber.
Yes, yeah, I'm trying to people. Yes. How do I?
Oh, there it is.
Which one of y'all has the Blue Jay in the background?
Me.
Just keep hearing that score.
They're my favorite. He's
They're part of
chiming in.
the black. Was it not blackbird? They're part of. I didn't realize that they were like part of a common bird, annoying bird family. I had, what was it, earlier in the year? I had a blue jay attack a baby robin out of its nest, and I watched the robins try to attack from the blue jay, and then I had to get involved. And I'm like, my wife reminded me, like last night, she goes, "It's nature. It's the natural course of things." I go, "Yeah, but you never said that when your son saved that baby shark from that seagull."
Well, Blue Jays, but they are dickheads. They.
Yep.
Tim, would you please type into the chat and let the gentleman know that I'm trying to figure out how to do that? I
did. I told them we were working on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this, but I definitely want to do this.
Do they have the ability, because it's YouTube, do they have the ability to click on closed captioning on their end?
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything for CC.
I think they should be able to. No.
I don't. Because I've been into my settings, I've been into my audio, and I see nothing for CC.
Fired up, CC. Fired up.
All right.
Sorry, that was one of our chants.
Well, that's weird.
Now, when I use YouTube in the classroom, you have the option to click on closed captioning on the user's end, but I don't know.
You do. Yeah.
Still no CC yet. He's saying no CC yet, so I don't. I feel bad now because I would love for that to be able to get out, but what's in my media? It's not in my media assets. All right, so y'all entertain the troops for just a second. I'm gonna see if I can't find it on the old YouTubes.
Another big pair of shoes we got to fill, huh?
Right? Actually, I'm only size 8. You're good. You can fill that easy.
Well, I can only think about big toe in there.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar.
Yeah.
I don't remember these NASCAR kits having so much cleanup. Jesus.
Well, what year was the kit first introduced to the hobby? And I will tell you how long they've been using the molds.
Yeah. Well,
grade.
I just sanded off 1990.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for us, 1990 feels like 10 years ago, but that's 35 years ago.
Yeah. Amazing.
I mean, Revell's still pumping out kits that go back to the 60s.
Yeah. They all are.
And I know Atlantis Hobbies owns kit molds that go back to the 50s.
Yeah, because they bought when Revell filed bankruptcy and Revell of Germany took over.
Yeah,
all the molds that were here in the United States, Atlantis bought them. All the old monogram stuff and all that. That's what I read.
If you follow their, I think, social media, they show every once in a while they do a tour of their space. They show how they manufacture, and every once in a while they'll point out, yeah, we don't have the licensing on these molds yet because they're still licensed through the some of the sci-fi figures and stuff.
Yeah.
But you look at them, they're in the wood blocks, which is typical for like 50s, 60s moldings with the metal. Yep. And that stuff, that was all, a lot of that was hand done. Today it's all done by CNC.
Yeah.
Everybody dance now.
All right, back to the CC thing. Unless it's something I can do in the setup, I can't do it from here. So please understand that we're not trying to leave you out, but I will look closer when I set up for next week, and we'll try to, if that CC is available, we'll get it in there. But everything that I found so far, which was real quick, doesn't say anything about having a CC option. It may be in there, it may not. I'm going to have to dig into it deeper. Please bear with us. We'd love for you to be part of the chat and know what's going on, but it's something I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on, and I can't do it while we're live. So
where the hell's Jason at?
Jason is texting me and saying that he's doing the same thing, and he's not, so far it's not, he's coming up with not available. So
I was just kidding. I figured he probably was.
Yeah.
For stream, here you go. For streamers using YouTube's automatic captions, go to YouTube and click on Create, Go Live, select Stream from the left-hand menu. In the stream settings, turn on closed captioning. So it's when you go initially live. So if you go to your YouTube, this is for us, select Stream from the left-hand menu. In the stream settings, turn on closed caption.
All right, so that would be when I set it up.
Yeah, when you set it up. And then
Yeah.
choose automatic captions as the caption source and select your video language.
Yeah, 'cause I know there's a bunch of stuff that they asked me when I first set up the video. Like when we go off this afternoon, I immediately set up the next link for next week.
Right.
And that's probably where I can hit the CC.
Yeah, that's for live streaming. And then for using embedded captions for advanced, in your YouTube event settings, find the closed caption section. Select embedded 608 /708 captions from the drop-down menu. In your encoder settings, choose EIA 608 /CEA 708 captions, also called embedded captions. You may need to work with a captioneer to send captions over a specific ingestion URL.
If it's available, John, we'll have it next week for sure. I know you can't hear me, but
you can, if you're using your device like an Android, you can go to your settings and accessibility live caption and turn it on. Or in Google Chrome, you can open up your Chrome, click on the 3 dots, and then settings, accessibility, and turn on live caption. So as it hears our voice, it will live caption it. It will put it in CC. Once enabled, captions will appear automatic for any audio player playing on your device or browser. You can typically move, hide, or expand. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you use AI to find what you need very quickly, because Google sucks because it gives you everything except what you want.
Yeah, ain't that a fact? Google used to be the best. Now they're the worst.
Well, the problem is they knocked out all their main competition, and really it's like businesses who dictate by paying where they want to be in the search, paying premiums.
Yeah.
In the algorithms. So when you're doing research on a car, you get like all these kits, and you get people who post it on Reddit, and you get all their kits, and you want to see the actual car, so it takes you hours more to find the actual photos.
Yeah.
Right.
And it used to be the more you defined what you were looking for, the better chances. But that don't even work no more.
Nope.
Who would have think that in America it all became about money? That never happens here.
What?
Impossible.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But remember. Oh, but anyway, that was cool. At least if nothing else, I know to be on the lookout going forward. You don't have that handicap or that disability. You don't think about it, right?
Yeah.
Now it's something. Now it'll be in my mind for a while.
It was actually Brian from Hobby Emporium that asked me to.
Yeah, pointed it out. Yeah, he's helping him along there. But we want everybody to be able to take part and hear my beautiful voice. That's what it is. Everybody just needs to hear this, melodic voice. That took me a minute to remember that word. Melodic.
You need to chill out.
You need to chill out.
I got bit by the Rob Riv bug.
Don't make me go get the spray bottle, Mikey.
Does the Mikey want the spray bottle?
It's better than the last thing. It puts the lotion on its skin.
That's right.
Just means it's just easier to peel off.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't call your voice melodic or melodic or melodra. I would call it kind of like fine crushed gravel.
I was going to say nails on a chalkboard.
No, because I would
that
have
bad.
to unmute. No, it's more like when you throw the sand and the rocks in the rock tumbler, and you're at the last day of the 15th week.
Yeah. Thanks, Stitch.
Yeah.
I remember last night when you said you were on Team Mike. I'm really starting to question that now.
Yeah. All right, Mike. You could make a bishop kick out a stained glass window. Don't worry about it.
Right. The voice that sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Nah, thanks, Chat. My good friend Chat giving me a hard time. If I didn't have you friends, though, I mean, where would I be?
I know. Where would you be?
Yeah, we're moving right along on this 32. Mike, want to embiggen me?
Hang on just a second.
Test fitting the body on the frame. Got the motor mounted.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
There you
Now,
go.
isn't that the Iceman Collection's lower
It
chassis?
is. It's the Iceman Collections dropped chassis and the Wild dropped front axle. So this is between Iceman Collections and Drag City Customs. This is like their car.
That's the same setup I got for mine. Robert Judson, welcome to the group, buddy.
Judsonian.
I bought that same setup. The same you turned me on to the Drag City body, and I knew about the Iceman stuff, so I got that from him. So I'm excited to get started on mine next. Your base kit was the Revell, the Revell kit with the black box or black artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, the 32 three-window coupe.
Yep. Let me know what you think. Uh-oh, did we get something in the mail, guys?
Drag City Castings, that's it, not customs.
All right.
Yeah.
Calling them customs.
Mr. Ed Flock does nice work.
Yes. And he actually made a post today. He's concerned that Facebook algorithm is doing Facebook things. So go over and check that place out on Facebook. Buy yourself one of his bodies so he doesn't have to shut down.
If I spend one more Sunday with you guys, I might actually end up building this.
Yes.
Nice.
There you go.
I go back to my childhood to the first model I ever built.
That is too cool. That I've got that light blue Chevrolet. I think we talked about it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say I bought it 10, 11 years ago because it's
Yeah.
the first one I ever built. But, the Camaro. I'd like to find a good 67 also.
See, if you do that 69 Camaro, you can actually enter in the USAC build as well. Place to share your it's just a place you do an open video, right? This is me doing my video, or open pictures, whatever. You don't have to be a video. Turn it into them, and then somewhere along the way you show some progress pictures or video, and then at the end you reveal it. And a lot of times they'll make like Jason and I on the group build that we're doing, the Saturday Night Short Track, we plan to put a collage together at the end of the year, and let it get all the built ones done and how they came along and whatever, and kind of make a deal out of it. And maybe possibly have some giveaways. We'll see what happens there.
Robert asks if anybody's tried a heat gun on a driver figure to reposition the arm to match the steering wheel better.
Is it injection or resin?
That he does not say. But my answer is cut it off, pin it, and fill it with get some 2-part epoxy.
Yeah.
Resculpt the shoulder joint.
Yeah. If it's injection mold, you're just melting it. If it's resin, it depends upon the thickness. It might get a little warpy, but you could bend it a little.
It is injection.
Yeah, no, you can't use a heat gun. It'll melt it.
It depends on how much you're going. I use my heat gun all the time to move stuff.
Yeah.
You shut your filthy mouth.
I'm just telling you. Don't go giving wrong information. If you got to move it a little bit, it'll work. You obviously
Right, it depends upon how far do you keep the heat gun away from the injection plastic?
Oh, I'm right on it.
Really?
Is it a heat gun or is it a hair dryer? Full on heat gun? Okay.
That thing does some damage.
That looks like a sci-fi hair dryer. For
Right.
It'll do some damage.
High cuts.
I use that, to try to get, because sometimes the kit wheels, all four don't hit the ground.
Yeah.
So I'll take that carefully, heat it up a little bit,
warm it up, and give it a little of that.
So maybe we just say to him, if you're going to use a heat gun, use a different. You practice before you use it on your figure.
Right. That's right. Just go easy with it, or as you said, reposition it.
Yeah.
If you're going from a standing to a sitting down, then
that's a surgery.
But if you're trying to get that arm to fit better, the hand to fit better, I guess you're not moving it much. You might
Says
get
he's only moving it about 3 or 4 millimeters, so he might get away with it.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably be all right.
Yeah, but in scale, 3 or 4 millimeters is like 13 feet.
Fair enough.
He's trying to put it in the passenger next to him car.
What you're saying is Rob in 1/35th scale, Riv is maybe like the size of an ant.
Yeah.
Maybe. What's up, Shaggy? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Jason Rothgeb says he's been plugging the poop emoji out of Ed. He just finished up a 69 Nova using his L88 hood.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
Drag City Castings.
I read that comment differently. I'm glad you filled in some of the gaps for me.
There we go. Tim Berg into hizzy.
Says he's through asking. Did we miss a question from him?
No, I think I think it's a reference to Drag City Castings post earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of asking you people. Buy my shit or I'm closing it down.
What's up, Tim Berg? Practice on a plastic spoon. That's a good idea. Or you learn how to. It's a little bit thinner, but
It's thinner and a slightly different plastic makeup. If you have a spare figure around,
that would be ideal. Yeah.
You can practice being Neo in the Matrix as well.
oh,
Just got to remember there is no spoon.
I mean, when I'm experimenting, I always like to try to use like materials. I mean, a spoon you think is plastic. You think all plastics are the same. They're not. Their polymer structures may be different. Like I use a canopy glue or that's used for clear plastics, which is one step up from like white glue. It's called Zap because it dries almost, but it has a polymer in it that allows some bending, some give, some play for you to, move it around a little, So not all plastics are the same. So you have to be careful when you're experimenting. You try to stick with like-minded. So if you got a sprue from that kit, that's where I would practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Same material. It's the same plastic. It's identical.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, I don't think of
And
that.
then I would use that. I mean, then again, when I was a kid, I used to use lighters to bend sprues in order to get to make antennas. So
Yep.
Yep.
So Tim Berg says he's anxiously awaiting the new podcast, and Jason Rothgeb cleared it up. He says he's through asking in reference to using the heat gun.
There you go. Exactly.
I'm tired of asking.
Doing it.
You're going. If I'm making adjustments on suspension, I'm done asking too.
Arter Rake says he was just joking on the spoons. He hates using plastic spoons. I'm in that same boat. I think way too many, we'll say the car guys from a specific web page, Facebook page, they rely on the plastic spoon for everything. And it is not necessarily the case for the plastic spoon to be the all-purpose test bed. And there's that one in particular YouTuber that touts to be a model builder, but all I've ever seen him spray is spoons. But like Tooch said, they can be different types of polystyrene, different recipes. Just like our kits. Our kits, Revell kits are made up of different plastic than Airfix kits. And Tamiya kits, some are softer than others. So it's not flat out, boom, this is it.
It's not apples to apples, that's for sure.
yeah, I mean, you look at Tamiya's got the probably best formula for injection mold plastics I've ever seen. But then you go to Eastern Europe, they all kind of have similar makeups, but they like when you're sanding, you're sanding forever because you're trying to get rid of those like fiber hairs you got, and it's like it's never ending.
Yep.
And American stuff had a bit of weave in that stuff, the weave. I think I got some 70s vintage Revell monogram kits.
And Tim, yes, you are kind of correct. You are putting a primer down, but that plastic still has a different, and you know what, my customers, they don't understand it. I don't understand it. I've been doing this for 25 years, collision repair. We can paint a bumper cover and a fender at the same exact time, attached to each other. And the bumper cover will have a different tone in the paint. The paint will look like a different color, even though it was painted at exactly the same time. That plastic substrate absolutely does have an effect on the top coat color for some reason, even with primers, sealers, undercoats, all of that. So yeah, it's good to use to make a spray out chip, but you can't really rely on the science of using a spoon.
I use spoons just when I want to see what a color looks like.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I'll
as a
prime
paint
it, I'll
chip.
paint the spoon, and then
Yep.
I take to me a brush clear when it's dry and go over it just to get an idea of what the color's going to look like.
Exactly.
And
But then
I
you
bring
get
it- then
you
I
can
bring
get-
it and show it to my wife because I'm colorblind and go, honey, what's this look like?
you can get into this conversation about the spoons and whatnot, and then inevitably on that other Facebook page, they will absolutely go, well, you're having paint problems because you didn't wash your plastic spoons in Dawn to get the mold release off.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. Because
That's a
do you
good one.
wash them before you put them in your greasy mouth? No.
And listen, spoons have a place in this world. Without spoons, I couldn't eat my ice cream. So we
Right,
gotta
and
have
soup.
spoons.
Ooh.
And soup.
You ever try eating soup with a
Soup
fork?
with a fork?
Well, it depends how thick it is.
All right,
Agreed.
settle down there. Quit being the damn voice of reason, teacher.
Right.
Uh,
That's funny. Oh,
I'm telling you, Tim, friggin' 25 years in a career that relies heavily on coatings. You'd be surprised the shit you learn.
yeah, I don't think people realize, Justin, like your line of work, you're dealing what 80% about paint.
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
scale paint,
Yep.
and then having to know that some of the people we know, like Jeff Hearn, who's a paint manufacturer for good 20 some odd years, we understand like pigment, the size of pigments are to actually scale.
Yep.
Like your pigments for modern, for painting a car is going to be different in its thickness than than for a model paint because it's thinner.
Absolutely. Yeah, the pigment size plays a lot.
Yeah.
Typically a paint that you spray through a 1.1 spray gun is not, even with reducing it a lot, may not necessarily come out of an airbrush.
and that to translate that or to show a good example of that, metal flake.
Yep.
Metal flake
Yeah.
you can spray out of one of those guns, even a reduced size, what they call small metal flake in the automotive world. You're not spraying that through an airbrush. I mean, not the typical way, anyhow. You might be able to. They got some add-ons that blow it on after it's come out of the, after the paint and whatever's come out of the brush, but you're not going to get it to run through that airbrush. It's just not going to happen.
And then that's not even getting into the discussion of scale size of those flakes.
Right.
Even the smallest flake, if you were to spray it on a 124 scale car, would mean that flake is like the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah.
But and you look at the pigments that we use to weather our armor stuff, it's actually paint pigment.
Yeah.
And when you mix it up with a little like alcohol, rubbing alcohol, it's still a little bit on the on the chunky side.
Yeah, a
thick
little
side.
gritty.
Yeah. And these powders are fine, but you get a little moisture to it, boom, it turns it's paint. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Mikey, did you say Jason was on here a little while ago?
Well, he was texting me, whatever he's doing. He took a break long enough to try to help with the CC thing to try to help John out.
Well, I'm glad to see that he got up after he got decked.
He did get decked.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
He's putting a deck on his
Oh,
house.
that's right. He's put it there.
So Rick Zink in the chat goes, Do auto bodies spray plastic snow shovels?
Hey, Justin, that's what you need to do. You need to get yourself a crappy snow shovel and just go into the spray booth at work and just spray it. And do it.
That's funny.
Oh, that's a good idea. That is a fantastic idea. You know what though? If my company didn't monitor how much material was mixed per labor hour, that would absolutely be something that I would do. I would go in there and be like, "Yo, Pete, spray this shovel for me. I need a
You got to make sure you use an old school siphone gun though, not a newer.
not OSHA will fine us $10,000 if they see an old school siphon feed gun in our shop. Yeah.
Really? What you need to do is go get some rattle cans of Rust-Oleum.
There you go.
And just spray it like that.
Yeah, spray it in.
What powder use for it?
That's great. And I guess it's Artaraki.
Yep.
He says, "Boy, this went down a rabbit hole."
That's Irv. Irv got a nickname, Artarake, because he's got all his builds got a certain rake to them.
Okay,
they look really, really good, and I think it kind of stuck with. He got the Artarake. So.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. I met him in Charleston, South Carolina. Super cool dude.
Gotcha.
Awesome building.
Yeah, he seems to be very nice. I've never had the pleasure of meeting, but he seems nice. I like his videos.
Yep.
And what is his YouTube channel for anybody that doesn't know it?
Artarake.
Artarake.
All right, fair enough. Nice and easy.
That's it. The Artarake.
I think Rick Zink's got the question of the day, if not for the week.
Yeah, absolutely. If there was prizes, he'd win it.
Yeah.
Papa Z is the man. That dude, especially when it comes to automotive model history, dude's like an encyclopedia. He knows all about that. But he's always got some one-liners too. He's got some zingers that'll get you, make you laugh. We Fred Henry at the shows. You guys haven't met Fred, but Fred does this thing called 10 Questions with a Modeler. He usually does it at shows where you can get a good mixture of different people.
Yeah,
I've had the pleasure of being part of that like 2 or 3 times, and one of them was at JaxCon last year. Was with Papa Z, and he was the last one to go. Right, so Fred asks all the questions, and he gets down to Papa Z, and Papa Z answers the last question or whatever. But then he goes, he has a question for everybody. And we're like, "Oh, what you got?" And he was like, "What's wrong with us as model builders?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, that door just that's you better shut that floodgate right now because there's a lot of stuff wrong with us."
All right, where do you want us to start?
Where do we start? Take it easy, Irv. Good seeing you, buddy. Be safe. Have a good week.
See you, Irv.
See ya. See you on the YouTubes.
See you on the tubes, man. Woo. Well, I am down to a door and some polishing, and this damn 68 will be done. Oh, I got to put the front and rear grille in, but that is no big deal.
Or so you think.
So I think.
Right.
Right? If you guys will indulge me, I'll blow myself up here. I'm bigging myself.
And big in it.
Y'all take a look.
Big in it. Just a little bit. Hey, man, look at that shit. Only a year overdue.
Well, you can't read the white decals on it because of that damn light, but hang on.
It's all overblown.
Yeah, I think it washes it out. That might not be enough, but there we go.
Nice.
Looks real good, Mike.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have the parachute or the back piece in, but there's the front. Got the door off. I got the door. I'm gonna have when I display it, it'll be leaned up there or two. But I took the door off so you can see inside of there. A little too dark now, but
yeah, man.
Really happy with this one.
Yeah,
really good, dude.
It's like my best build yet, I think.
But it's all about, buddy.
Thank you guys for letting me
better.
Indulge there. Next one will be the next best one, right?
That's right.
Sam's Model Mayhem jumps in here with the spoon conversation. He says he uses them to eat.
There you go.
Really?
Hit that
Wow.
nail right on the head.
Never thought of that.
Right.
Who'd have thunk it? Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Tim, Jason.
All
yeah,
y'all.
it's been all y'all. It's been a work in progress, that's for sure. But it's kind of I'll do a video on it probably after the show. I'll do a video on it, but the chassis is that's the part that I think I find really unique about it is the chassis is off of that early 90s STP Pro Stock Trans Am. So for a Trans Am chassis to fit in, and it didn't fit completely, I had to modify it a little bit, but for the most part it fit in there pretty easy. It's amazing that those two are that close together.
Yeah.
John, I know you can't hear me, so I'll try to type it out for you, but there is spark plug boots available at ProTech.
So every time you say ProTech, I get confused because ProTech is the name of Caliber Collision's electronics and diagnostics company.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, wait, ProTech does that? I can get my guy to bring me that shit?
Chet, that box was bigger than me. That's there are two 16 scale models in there. I don't know if you guys saw Jason's video, but I had the Don Perdome 16 scale funny car and 16 scale dragster in
I saw that this
one
morning.
box kit, and I sent it to Jason. And Chet said it was bigger than me. I could have got in it and shipped myself to New Hampshire.
I could have got in it. Been like a go-kart.
Right along.
Jason just said he got finished doing his deck. So I put 1,000 GRK screws in this bitch, and I'm one fucking board short.
Oh, damn.
God.
So
That's
get
a
your
fuck.
ass in the room then, Jason. The hell?
Fuck.
Jump on his ass. Get him, boys. Get him.
Ooh. As I sit here, the boat rate, well, that was earlier today. So I live on the largest lake in the state of New Jersey. When I was a kid growing up, like literally yards away from the lake, every time around this time of year, they would have like the Miss Budweiser hydrofoil boat races on our lake. I mean, you could hear them. It sounded like jet planes flying around. They brought them back a couple of years ago. My friend just posted she's part of a local ambulance out of a hospital, so they're on call and they were watching the boat races on the lake.
There you go.
We used to sneak down through the woods so we could get a glimpse of the race when we were kids.
Jason, they had those up at where Jason lived yesterday.
Where's he?
Friday
Friday?
and yesterday. He had Friday off, right? I know he went down and he took videos of it.
Yeah, on his YouTube page.
What state does he hail from?
New Hampshire.
Wolfboro, New Hampshire.
Oh, that's right. New Hampshire with the southern accent. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. He lives right on the big lake out there in Winnipesaukee. He lives right there.
You know what? You can't say Lake Winnipesaukee around me without me going, Lake Winnipesaukee? Freaking what about Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire is Vermont upside down.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Tooch, I'm actually going to his club show the day after ArmorCon.
Yeah, you're saying that. Is that up in New Hampshire?
I think it's Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Matt.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So shut up, Justin. Oh my God! Don't you tell me how to live my life?
You'll get to hang out with all us massholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Assholes, yeah.
You got the mass holes, and then you got the pass hole.
You do need to come up there on the 14th, Tooch, or 13th with Justin and hang out with us at the show. But
October. October's like my busy time, man. I have to miss a show. I'm going to ArmorCon, but I have to leave Saturday to come home because I got to work the next day. And then the following weekend, I got a nice Rev War gig because, the 250th, so I'm making money doing that.
right.
So And then I'm working again the following weekend and the following weekend. I think I might have a day off in January. No, I don't have a day off. I don't have a weekend off in January. I could say with confidence that I have at least 2 of the 4 weekends off in February right now. It's funny, like I have the summers off, and people think I'm busy. I'm not. I'm actually resting up because 10 months out of the year, I'm 7 days a week going.
Right. Well, you still do that crossing of the Delaware and all that, don't you, in the wintertime?
Well, that's what I was doing yesterday. You saw what I posted in the group chat. My friend, we got his sawmill up, is on the decking, and we no instructions. We watched enough videos. The blade jumped. We took it apart. We were trying to figure out the stretch to get the tensioner going. I'm looking at this. I go, I'm going to look at this like a model builder with a tank. I said, this is what we got to do. And we were actually working the thread. We were thinking backwards on the screw. So we were able to get the tension up so it didn't slide off the flywheels anymore. It was great. And we started cutting red oak, white oak, and we tried little Osage, but that wasn't good enough for us, what we're doing. But we're working on the boat to get it back in the water.
Nice.
Yeah,
So those of you that may not know, Mr. Tooch is a Rev War reenactor. Every year he crosses the Delaware like Washington did. He stands out there on the front of the boat, and he's we saw a 10-year collage of his school pictures where he dresses up as Ben Franklin every year.
No, this year I dressed as Ben Franklin because I can pass for it now. Yeah.
But I think that's really cool. You did some architecture or some digging the other day. That's the last weekend, a couple weekends ago. That's
I do archaeology. I'm going to school for certification. I've been doing it for 10 years. So, yeah, I get to dig all. The coolest thing I found that's not like pre-1900, we were digging a lighthouse site. And the lighthouse sits over the Navesink and near Sandy Hook. So it was actually taken over by the military. And we actually found like headlight glass from the 40s.
Nice.
Wow.
Pieces of a headlamp. And the site historian thinks that there was an automobile accident on site, but he's like, it could be associated with that. But yeah, we find all kinds of weird stuff like that from time to time.
That's cool. Man.
My hobbies help me with that, and archaeology helps me with my hobby. So it's fascinating.
That's cool. The closest thing I get to doing that is we'll dig holes in the dirt, digging a pond or building subgrade or whatever, and you never know what you find.
Yeah.
And here in Florida, the lime rock, not limestone, lime rock, there's a difference, is made out of old seashells and stuff like that. So when you plus calcium carbonate, you can literally see imprints of seashells that are they're technically dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Closest I come to that is my customers. They're all dinosaurs. They all come in working on a 1960 Briggs & Stratton and want to yell at me because I don't have a head gasket for it.
Right.
Because those are readily available.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, you have a good night. Enjoy your family time, bud.
All right, Robert, we'll see you next time in the build room, in the Discord.
Tim, I will be up that way in Massachusetts myself. Jody, Justin, are you coming as well on the 14th?
The 14th of
December?
I don't think so.
We're going up there. I'm going up on vacation in Vermont, but I'm meeting up with Tim, Jody, Russ from the Discord, Russ Clark, Jason, and we're all going to head down to Brian's hobby shop in Massachusetts and hang out with him for a little while and get something to eat and hang out. Looking forward to that, man.
Brian's going to be nice enough and open the hobby store early for us.
Nice.
Sam, yes, I am definitely bringing the dart to Acme. It will be done by then, or it better be, or I'm jumping off that bridge again with the rocks at the bottom.
Every time you guys say Acme, I think of the Roadrunner. Every time you say it, that cartoon comes in my head.
Every time you guys say Acme, I think of the supermarket chain here in southeastern Pennsylvania.
Scale Perfection. What's up, buddy? Welcome. But yeah, I'm going to Acme is for Jody and Jason, or Jody and Steve and Justin. That's our big show down here. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with it.
I'd love to get down there, but
it's an amazing show, dude. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, next year we're hoping. Got a good friend that's in the club, the host club, and next year we're kind of hoping to maybe get as many of this crew together, or possibly the new crew together, and do a live cast and/or / podcast from there. Kind of like you guys did at the Armor Show, where you set up the table and interviewed people and all that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Woo. Jason says that's Jason Rothgeb says that's Acme, Justin, not Acme.
Acme. Yeah, you know what? He's not wrong. He's actually not too far from me, so he knows.
Acme.
That's how people in this area, and they still call the ATM the Mac machine.
Yeah.
Because way back in the day it was a money access center.
Look, my cousin Vinny's in the room. What's up, Vinny? Good to see you, buddy. Vinny lives in South Florida. He's from up there in New York City somewhere. I don't know exactly where he's from, but to hear him talk, he's a lot like Riv, right? He's got that real thick accent. Nice guy, though. I call him my cousin Vinny from the movie.
Yeah, he's probably from the Queens area, that part of
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Burgess, he commented that he's missing a lot of shows because he's down for the count. He had a little ladder mishap.
Oops.
Oh
boy.
Hopefully he'd be up and around soon, then.
So I guess he wasn't properly ladder trained.
No, I think the ladder wasn't properly Tim Berg trained.
Yeah,
I think it just.
If you're a New Jersey teacher, you know the inside joke on that, because we cannot use a ladder in school unless we have been properly ladder trained as part of our safe schools training that we have to do every year. And I said, can I get the training? They're like, no, you don't need it. I was like, can I get the training, please? I want to see what this ladder training safety video is all about. It's more entertaining than anything else.
Do they have a ladders course like in Community?
Oh my God. I'm going to start watching that tonight. I'm going to start rewatching it. I'm going to binge watch it. I need some entertainment. Funny, 1 year I found, you guys probably, I don't know, Justin, you're corporate. Do they have you do safety videos and sexual harassment videos?
Every week I have to have a quote unquote team engagement meeting that consists of a safety topic by our company that comes through and checks our safety so that we do not get fined by OSHA. So yes. I get to be the video though.
So, So one time I'm watching a video, and it was sexual harassment on the job, and it's a corporate office setting, so it has no relation to teachers. And I go, that girl looks familiar. And I stop and I pause it, I screenshot it, and I send it to the student who I think it looks like that I had 25 years ago. And the company that filmed it is out in Ohio where she lives. She goes, I knew she was an actress. She goes, yeah, that's me. I did that 8 years ago.
Was she the harasser or the harassee?
The harassed.
Remember, it's only sexual harassment if you don't like it.
Ow, Jesus.
Brian, you're right. I'm trying to come to the Classic Plastic show in October. That one's not written in stone, but I'm feeling really good about it. The December thing is absolutely written in stone, so I'll be up there then for that. But I'm hoping.
Tim Berg said his ladder was dry rotted. He didn't know it.
Oh, that happened.
Oh,
wouldn't ladder these days?
Well, it's probably an old one that would have been dry rotted. I have an aluminum ladder here at the house, so I don't think that dry rots.
No.
But either way, man, it looked like it was a pretty nasty little thing for him. He had to have a surgery and all that shit.
Yeah, that's still fun.
No,
that's not good. Jason says that they had to start doing forklift training after some a-hole tried to take his foot off. I can show
and
you.
then he follows it up with, I can show you the score.
Apparently he was the a-hole.
Oh, my God. Jeez,
some of those forklift videos that you see, I saw one, and apparently it was an Asian woman, and she was standing behind the forklift, and the forklift overloaded itself, so the ass end came up. And she was on the outside. She grabbed it to try to pull it down. And when it did, the dude let go of the hydraulics on the forklift. So the whole thing came down and she was underneath it. Not good. Not good at all.
She's probably not going to pull through.
Probably not.
No. Some of those old work videos, those work videos from the 90s, they're quite entertaining now.
Yeah,
They really are.
Yeah, they are.
Like better acting on the hub than there is in those videos.
Vinny, I'm going to try to make Model-Palooza. That one's not written in stone because I'm going to show in Mooresville on the 27th. So if I can't make the show in Mooresville, then I will be at Model-Palooza.
Yeah, Tim says that he dislocated and broke his talus bone, which is the ankle, in 3 separate spots and had to have surgery. 3 shiny new screws in there.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant one.
Never.
So he's literally got screwed in the whole deal.
3 times.
Yeah.
He got screwed.
Then Brian Connell says, aluminum ladders do bend, though, Justin. Ask me how I know.
Apparently, Brian's a big guy like me. Step on the ladder and it bends.
You exceed the GVW of that ladder.
The GVW. That's great.
Or GAW, gross ass weight. So, Tim got the text message from Jason that he's all done. He's sitting on at his bench right now with a cold beer laughing at us.
Yeah, tell him to get his ass here.
Now
I'm cleaning up. Shut up, Justin.
Yeah. No, and he's probably sitting there going, Tooch was a sucker. Tooch was a sucker.
Yeah, right. Brian, 340 is a big boy. 340 is definitely a big boy, Brian. I'm 5'6" at 262 right now.
5'6" at 260. Yeah, you're portly.
Yeah, I'm portly.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
I'm 6 foot at 280. I'm 6 foot at 286. So, and I'm dropping. I've been dropping.
And he's 41 pounds of cargo when I'm over.
And I'm over.
Portly. I like that.
Yeah. Stout like a little teapot.
For the portly gentleman.
For the portly.
Mike, when your doctor told you needed to get into shape, he didn't mean a ball.
Right? Round is a shape. Damn it.
Yeah, you should have been more specific, Doc.
Yeah.
What? The tomato with the toothpick thing? That doesn't look good? I think it looks amazing. When I was in Vogue Tech for high school in auto shop, we heard a car start to shift on the lift, and a couple of us were pushing against the car. Another one was trying to lower it. Yeah, he was mad. He wanted you to just let the car fall. Yeah.
Yep. Until you lose your job.
Let it fall. He still lived 5'10" at 315. Yeah, he's the big boy. But yeah, just let him. That was when I owned my shop, and I had 4 lifts. And dude, every time I walk out in that shop, I'm like, God, I don't want any of them to fall off of here. None.
Jason just says 250 to 300 is quite the modeler demographic.
It's common.
Seems to be the case. Yes.
I'm just big boned.
We have a type. We have a type in the hobby.
My bones are just really ginormous and dense.
What was it they said when you were a kid? He's husky.
Oh yeah, that was a brand of clothing too. The husky.
Was.
Yeah.
That's what it said on my dungarees.
Husky.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't like a bullseye for bullying.
Don't you remember those pants from Sears, the Tough Skins?
Tough Skins, yeah.
Yeah. They had those big patches on the knees.
Yeah.
The knees wore out, but the pants didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we grow up, and by the time we're in our 20s, mid to late 20s, the ripped jeans came in style, or the faded ones.
The ripped ones cost more than a good pair.
I
know. Ridiculous.
I remember. Well, that's exactly right, Brian. Muscle weighs way more than fat.
So Brian's trying to say
but
more muscle than fat. Good for you, buddy.
But steak doesn't count as muscle at that point.
It once was a muscle.
Trust me, I know. Someone's blowing up.
Yeah.
Ding.
Sitting on my deck with a beer, actually. I was close. I sat at his bench, but he's sitting at his deck.
Just don't fall in the hole that you made by not having enough wood.
Don't step into one hole.
Next thing you know, we're going to get a text message. Can't make it next week. I'm going to be in the hospital with a broken ankle.
Because I fell in the hole.
I fell in the hole, damn it.
Boy, Jason, that sounds like a personal problem. You don't have enough wood. Jason, that heart goes out to you, brother.
For what? Him choosing building a deck over us?
Right?
F
No,
that.
not having enough wood.
My heart stays right here.
You
Good
know,
luck
Jason,
on your tournament build, chat.
the board is on the outside edge. Yeah. Well, anyway, nice one. You know, I should tell them they do make pills for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right. Just don't get it stuck in your throat. I did that once. I had a stiff neck for hours.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Best form of birth control is, and what do you think you're going to do with that?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's it.
So he admits he didn't measure twice.
Yeah, he cut too many times, didn't measure enough.
You always
Or
buy
he,
extra.
or he didn't count right when he loaded up the orange carton at Home Depot.
I feel you, Tim. I do not recommend a broken ankle either. I can tell you
Yeah.
a funny story about that. Oh, let me see. 1988, 87, 88, they were building a new road through Manchester, Vermont. It's Route 7. It's basically on the side of this mountain. I don't know what the hell that was. But it was on the side of this mountain, and it goes up there when they build them. They'll just cut a lip out and build the road in. So it's on one side, it's a wall, and on the other side, it's a steep drop. Well, we got up there right after they got all the subgrade done. The snow came, so they quit building for the winter. Well, we're up there on our snowmobiles, and they got water runoff, concrete flumes that run down into the woods. And for some reason, I thought it would be, by some reason, I mean, way, way too much whiskey. I thought it'd be really fun to run and jump and slide in that flume where the water goes in the springtime and ride that all the way to the bottom. What I didn't think about was the inch of ice that was on top of that concrete that made it slicker than owl snot. So as I'm flying down that flume, I get to the bottom, and it's still another 10-foot drop. Yeah, I hit a tree with my ankles, a tree limb that was laying down, broke both of my ankles instantly, flipped up over, tore up my shoulders, busted up my face, laying there in the half-frozen muck and dirt and mud, tore up, waiting for somebody to come down there and get me. So I broke both of my ankles. That sucked bad.
I bet it did.
It did.
I broke my one ankle, my left ankle twice, trying to learn how to ice skate. And the sad part is I broke it. They were trying to teach me how to ice skate. I went to the hospital. They put a cast on me. Had the cast off. 3 days later, I'm back in the hospital, putting the cast back on my ankle. And it happened to be the same ER doctor. He goes, Tim, I don't think skating's in your future.
Yes, sir.
Jason said his math wasn't mathing the day he counted the boards. Clearly.
Clearly.
Let me guess. The story of your life sounds like the story of my life. You pulled up 6 inches short. Well, yeah, there's a lot of injury on this episode. You're right.
I'd tell you the funny story of why I can't have children, but
Yeah.
that's really a place for it.
that part of the story is enough.
I'm not so sure that sounds like it would be a funny story.
It's
It is
cringed.
now.
I'm cringed. I mean, I just turtled.
Going from an Audi to an innie.
It involves a four-wheeler and a handlebar that went where it don't belong.
Oof.
Now I'm not going to go that way.
Yeah, now he's got a second belly button.
Right?
On the bright side, Steve, now you can collect twice the length.
Oh,
Kevin says, "Who has the biggest scar?" I've been married twice, so I don't know. I don't know
Easy.
how that relates.
oh, you're a walking scar.
You did it more than once? What?
Right?
What a boy, Mike.
That's it.
Your
Listen.
wallet probably hurts more than anything else.
Yeah, they. There was nothing wrong with them. Apparently, I have a horrible wife picker. My wife picker is broken.
I love your accent because I heard pricker.
Pricker.
After two, it probably was.
Apparently that's broken too, Steve.
Jason, I think that's what we're talking about. His emotional scars are bigger than his physical scars. But, I mean, Outlaw, I think everybody could take a stock in a lesson and just look behind you. You're bad. I mean, you live where you build your models. So
That's it. But that's a good thing. That is an absolute good thing.
you wouldn't be able to have that space if you were married.
This is true. This is true. My girl now, I love her to death, but she's got her own room. And hopefully this winter I can get the hideout done. That'll be nice if I can build out there. I actually get my bedroom back, but I'll still do all my stuff out there. That's got way more room in it than this. This stuff is literally starting to encroach on me. I've got stuff stacked in every corner, every cubby hole.
It's not good when you have a bad dream and your kits fall on you.
Literally, you see the one, you can see the head of the bed up there. Those kits right there, I had to restack them 3 or 4 times because if I roll over and bump them just right, they fall right on top of me. And there ain't nothing like waking up, with a 32 Ford in your ear.
Florida man dies under a stack of model kits.
Cars, right? That's how every good story starts. Florida man.
Yeah. That's only because you're from Florida. The rest of the country's like, what the fuck?
It wouldn't say Florida man, would say huge nerd crushed by a power model.
That's it.
In some way, they would get the word Walmart in there as well.
That's right.
The kits were all purchased at the local Walmart.
Yeah.
Fat geek dies under own hobby.
Florida nerd.
Film at 11.
Well, gentlemen, we're creeping up on our 2 hours. So, does anybody want to start the sign-offs today?
Here, make me big. I'll show you guys what I did.
I'll do it.
Embiggen him.
I gotta find my cursor.
Make him bigger.
There he is.
So,
Oh my God, you're so embiggened.
So this is the Ford. So what I did was these are magnet.
Cool.
They're magneted on, and I put magnets on the top right here. You can kind of see them.
Yep.
And I just put glued metal on the bottom side of the hood. So this whole thing will flip on there, hold the hood open, and then I'll be able to take it off.
Nice.
That is awesome,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah.
Great idea. Now, those hood hinges come with that kit, or is that there's something you
I
made?
can't
Or?
remember. I think it was in the parts box.
Sweet.
I know that a while ago, AMT had that 60 Chevy pickup, and the hinges
Yep.
it comes with, the hood can only be open.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of them. They just get glued in the, you kind of have to glue it permanently in place. Since I don't really want to do that, but
Right.
this gets rid of the little prop rod, So
I think it was this Dart came with a set of hinges like that, but again, it was made to be where it was permanently open. But they were I kept them because if you ever wanted to do one with the hood on it with the hood up, they were really good about that. But
yeah,
Wasn't that
Use
Jason's
those.
nickname, Prop Rod?
prop rod, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Russ? So you want to tell us where they can find you, Jody, and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, so no YouTube stuff for me, but I do have my Instagram page, VW Jody, and I've actually gained quite a few people, so people are finding me over there.
Nice.
I do have a Facebook page as well. I'm pretty selective about who I let in both places, but you can see me posting on Blue Ox Model Shop. Was it Model Cars and Trucks? I post in there quite a bit. So there's a few pages I follow, but that's a rabbit hole. Your whole feed can get filled up with just model car pages. So
If you're not careful, yeah.
That's all my feed is. I don't
That's
have any friends on Facebook.
yeah,
Same here.
that's
All
it
right.
for me. I appreciate being here. This was good.
Absolutely. Tim, you're up next, bud.
I'm up next.
You're up next.
Well, first of all, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all the questions. I hope we answered everybody's questions the way they wanted them. Mike will make sure next time John can hear what we're saying instead of just watching along. Sorry about that. Other than that, I got nothing. It was a good day as always. Good to see my friend Steve. Thanks for popping in again. Always good to see you. You can see me on Instagram, Tim's Model Shop. I will be posting some pictures and a video of that Chrysler probably tomorrow. I'll do the stuff tonight and I'll do it tomorrow. And if you just like to check out pictures of model cars and vintage box art, you can find me on Pinterest at TRyan67.
Nice.
And we hope to see you all next week.
Absolutely. Bad Santa?
All right, everybody. It has been a wonderful Sunday, even though we were talking about injuries and scars and all that other jazz and spoons. And spoons, we talked about spoons too. But it was always a good one, like it usually is. You can find me at Ryan's Random Model Works on Facebook, Instagram as well. Justin Ryan is me on Facebook. I don't know. People say they can't send me friend requests. I don't understand that. I'm old, so I'm just there. But if you see that you can send me the friend request, I'll accept you. Also, you can find me over at the Modeling Insanity podcast, both our Facebook page and on the show. And for all of your oral pleasures, you can go to modelpodcast.com. It's a consortium website that has all of the fantastic modeling-related podcasts, as well as short-form and long-form blogs.
And what else have they won, Johnny?
But wait, if you act now,
there's more.
but wait.
Well, we can't really call him a guest anymore because after the first day being on, you're part of the family. So, Tooch, you know what to do. What you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, I want to say thanks again. I mean, these are the fastest 2 hours of my life that actually are enjoyable. No, it's a blast. I'd love to come in whenever you want me to. It's a blast. And I said, like, the next time you bring me in, yeah, I think there's going to be a model car on the bench. I'm going to start working on it.
Nice.
Motivate me. So, yeah, I mean, I got more painting done on this. It's just fine detail work on this motorcycle. So if you want to see the finished work on it when it's weathered and stuff, you can catch me on Tooch Scale Oddity page, Model Oddity page on Facebook. You can also catch it on the Insanity as well as there on Facebook. And I hope to see you all again soon.
We'll have you back on again for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
Well, let me start off with saying thank you to everybody in the chat. I want to do this too before I forget. Got in such a hurry last week, had some new people on. I totally forgot to let Jason sign off last week, so I want to give a formal apology to Jason for not letting him sign off last week. I hit the stop button before I gave him a chance to say goodbye, so my apologies, Jason. Definitely want to say thanks again to everybody in the chat. To my co-host, Tooch, thanks again for stopping by, hanging out with us. We'll definitely have you back on, my friend. My co-host, Tim, Jody, Justin's always a good time to hang out with you. You guys can find me at the Scale Model Outlaw on YouTubes, and same thing on the Facebook and the Gram. And, of course, you can find me here on Sundays between 4 and 6 p.m. Also, be on the lookout. We'll do some advertising soon. We've got our Model Car and Mania podcast coming up that we're looking forward to getting out. Going to do our first recording the 20th of this month. So we hope to have our first show out by the end of the month, at the very least the beginning of October. So y'all be good, be safe, be kind to others, and keep on modeling. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.